Haiti Biz News Show, Monday to Friday, bringing you news that's going to keep you informed, engaged, and reacting the most optimal way for your business, investment, entrepreneurial activity. Today is the 10th of July. Let's talk about it. Now, this is a little different of an episode because though we have some news stories we could talk about, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk to my new subscribers because my subscribers who've been around for a while, they know who I am, what I'm trying to do. For the new guys who are just coming in, I want to talk to you. Okay? Seeing some new comments. Chris, we'd like to talk about this political issue or, give your perspective on this thing here that's going on with the government. And one thing we don't do here, we won't talk politics. What does politics mean to me when I say politics? It doesn't mean a political story that has economic implications, right? If there is a visiting dignitary and there's some economic activity that's been signed or something happening, right? If there's a new government project that's been completed and not announced, not photoshopped, not the photo op with shovels in hand, but actually completed, right? And exists. We're going to talk about that, right? But what we're not going to do, we're not going to talk about who piastika and whether or not they're legitimate, right? Piastika, are they the most corrupt ever, right? Lavalas, are they the only true political saviors of the PEP? Duvalier, should we bring it back? Like, those news stories aren't what we're going to talk about here at Haiti Biz News Show. Haiti Biz News Show, the mission, guys, is to talk about entrepreneurial activities. Just like you heard in my intro, that is what we're focused on, right? Because we don't have news stories out there online. Like YouTube, I think the only other place I know that kind of is covering news in this manner is perhaps Aibobo Post. Hats off to those guys. Shout out, right? And even still, it's not daily, right? It's on bigger headline issues, right? And beyond that, there's nowhere else. Everything else is strictly political, triple die, nonsense that's going on in the country, or charity focused, right? But there is no place that is just focused on just economic opportunity, economic stories, good or bad, and how to deal with them, how to handle them. It's not happening. And understand, I truly feel that the only way out of Haiti's problems is a economic response, an economic process, right? That focuses on opportunity and job creation. That's the only way we get out of where we are in Haiti. And so, because I know so many folks who are like, I want to go to Haiti and maybe be a president, right? Like, that's the only thing I want to go and just change and flip the table and change the political system. But that's been done throughout the whole entire history. Every president that comes in effect, is flipping the table and starting a brand new government, right? Out of the ashes with usually no real connection to the prior. And there's been no progress at all, right? The only thing that's going to change really is a group of people focused in consistency, focused on economic improvement individually of these, and then translating that individual success into group success, and then group success into larger national success, right? And national success also includes going back and really influencing government to do things that are going to help more businesses to come in, right? Cheaper incorporation costs, right? Quicker incorporation process, right? Easier tax filing process, right? Just remove the blockades of doing business in the country so more business can happen and more jobs can occur. Because I can tell you, even in voting, there's a big focus on democracy. Listen, democracy is important, but how truly effective a democracy can be when 80% of the population doesn't have a job, and all it takes to influence somebody is a mil good, which is like $14 US, right? To say, hey, mil good, go vote for this candidate. They were going to do it, right? So what changes is when there can be an economic improvement in the general welfare of the Haitian society, and people can stop thinking about the immediate and can start thinking about long term and which party and which government is actually doing things that are going to help improve the entire lot of the society as a whole. And that's what we're focused on, really. Again, this economic activity that can down the road bring some change. And because we know, because two things I tell folks, come here and learn and get to know the country. That's number one. And number two, make sure you don't get yourself involved with the government because, as an American, as a Canadian, as whatever, you're tied to specific laws of how to operate, and you can't get involved with the bribery and the corruption, or you go to jail, right? You will go to jail. And so you need to avoid that nonsense. And the only way the government operates is through that nonsense. So instead, there needs to be a second option, which is building a community of people who are operating the business as legal, period, and then building that network up to help other folks also operate legally and successful, and sharing information and sharing resources to enable that to happen, that change to happen. And ultimately, that's what we're trying to build here as well. We're trying to build that community. We're trying to build resources. For example, HaitiBizNews.com, HaitiBizNews.com, HaitiBizNews.com is a resource. Even right now, you can go and you can see what sort of news stories are happening all across the internet in one-stop shop for you to help make better decisions, right? So I think that's as much as I'm going to engage and talk about the subject. I do want to encourage you to check out one of my favorite books, Trade Not Aid by Daniel Jean-Louis. It talks about how even those who are more focused on charity and NGO work, that's fine, but there's ways you can do it, i.e. think about, instead of buying that peanut butter from America and shipping it in, buying the peanut butter from a local producer, right? We have so many peanut butter makers. What about buying your backpacks instead of shipping them in from local backpack makers? Again, all with the idea of supporting economic actors to provide jobs and grow the economy. So the NGO or your charity doesn't need to be around anymore because folks have jobs, working, and support themselves. You see what I'm saying? So do check that out, Trade Not Aid by Daniel Jean-Louis. And again, if you like what we're doing here, if you like the mission, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification, hit that like, do share it across social media networks. And remember, we're doing a meet and greet on July 11th, 6 to 8, Albert's Restaurant, Oakland Park, Florida. Catch me before, the return trip to Haiti. And love to meet with y'all. Love to talk with you guys. And until we're back at it again, we'll be back at it again.